Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Chefing It Up. My name is Brandon Allen, and today we are making oxtails. Yes, we are making oxtails, baby. Yes, so today, oxtails. This is what's on the menu. Of course, the recipe will be in the description box below. Now, this is my first time ever in life making these oxtails, and I like to say that I did a pretty good job, if you say so myself. These oxtails were delicious. So, first and foremost, we're going to get all up in there. We're gonna start browning the oxtails, and you want to do that on a nice medium high heat because you really want to brown them. You want to get a nice color on your oxtails. Prior to me putting them in that bag, I had trimmed some of them but not all of them. So now I'm just going to finish trimming the fat off of the oxtails because you don't want that fatty layer. It makes the gravy or the sauce or whatever it is really greasy. So you don't really want all of that fat on there. A little bit, but not a lot. So I trimmed them up and I put them in there and I let them brown, and then we're going to add our vegetables. Alright, so remember how I told you want to get a nice brown on these? I touch them too much. I know. It's okay. Don't shoot me. But I was just trying to make sure that all the sides are brown. So you want to leave them in there while I chop up my vegetables. I'm going to chop up me some celery, some onions, and I'm going to add all of that into my pot once I take the oxtails out. So I'm going to chop up the celery. I got some green onions and I have some yellow onions. Alright, so I'm gonna give these one last turn. I'm gonna let them brown up, and then I'm gonna take them out, and then I'm going to add in those celery, that onions, and those green onions into the pan. I'm gonna let those saute until they become nice and translucent. But look at those oxtails, yes. While that pan is nice and hot, we're gonna get our vegetables in there. You don't want your pan to be too hot because you don't want them to burn. But you want to coat that pan and let those flavors come together. Let the celery and the onions soften up real nice. You don't want to leave them too long because remember, oxtails take a long time to cook. So you don't want to take them too far in the beginning because then it's like mush at the end. And you don't want that. You still want some integrity to the vegetables. I just added me some garlic. You know, I use minced garlic. If you don't want to make your life hard, you can always use fresh garlic if that's what you want to do. You can get you some fresh garlic and chop it up yourself. But the minced garlic works perfectly fine for me. Going to go in there with some pepper, some salt. Gonna mix that up, and that helps draw out the moisture and the flavor of those vegetables. Just salt and pepper. I know I usually use some garlic and some onion and all of that, but in this recipe I use salt and pepper and a few other things. You'll see. You got my allspice, because you know in the Caribbean they love allspice and nutmeg and things like that. I got me some allspice in there, and it's usually pimento berries. That's usually what they use, but I couldn't get that. As y'all seen in my jerk chicken video. If you watched that, if you didn't, you need to go back and watch that. So I use allspice instead. And then I added me some tomato paste in there, and that tomato paste is what's gonna give the oxtail stew a whole lot of body. It's gonna make it get that that it needs. So we're gonna put our oxtails back on top of that mixture and make sure you can fit them all back in there. Make sure you pour all the juices out, you want all that goodness to go back in there. And once I did that, I went and filled up that same bowl with water because I wanted to get as much of that juice up out of there as I can. So I filled that same bowl up with water, and I poured the water into the pot. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I put a little too much water. But don't worry, in the description box, it won't be this much water. So don't you fret. But yeah, so I added me some of the Dave's hot sauce, added me some soy sauce, added me some browning sauce, and some, I mixed that all up. I want to say I added some more salt, but yeah, I think I did. And I mixed all that up, and then I just added my thyme. You know, gotta have your thyme. Gotta have your thyme. Added my thyme, and then I mixed all that in. I put the lid on it, and I let that go. Let it go. I knew I added salt. I knew I did. Put the cover on there. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't bother it. Leave it alone. All right, now I'm back, and now I'm gonna add some of my aromatics to it. Look at that color that broth then took on from the meat and from the browning and the seasonings marinade. And you can see the leaves fell off the sprigs of that thyme. Amazing. So I got me some yellow, green, and red bell pepper I'm gonna add in there. Makes it look festive, nice and festive. And I'm also going to dice me up some potatoes and carrots. I'm gonna add those as well. And the potatoes is gonna be what kind of thickens the sauce a little bit, but I would have liked mine a little bit more thicker than this. So by all means, if you like a thicker gravy, more like a pot roast gravy or anything like that, you can do that, but I would have added more for me. But the oxtails were amazing. So I'm gonna dice that potato on up, get it all in there. I'm gonna give it a slight mix, and I'm gonna let it go until it's ready to be done, taken out and plated up. Sure you push those potatoes down, those vegetables down in there. Go cover it up and let it go, let it go, let it go. Oh, add me some brown sugar. Just a little. You don't want it to be sweet, but you want it to take a little bit of that bite out of there, some of that brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar, sugar. All right. Look at that. All right, guys, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button. Go ahead, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, let me know what videos that you want to see next. Thank you. Share this video if you care. Thank you, and have a nice day. Bye.